Okay, we'll begin in 1 minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good morning again to our heads of department, esteemed lecturers, presenters, participants, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to meet you again. I'm sorry, since she's here, we have here with us our branch deputy director of IAB Genting Highlands, Dr. Nur Aiza binti Zamzam Amin. Okay, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Let us continue with best practices session. We have here with us Yang Mulia Dayang Masdiah binti Awang Haji Tua, the Director of Educators Management, Ministry of Education, Brunei Darussalam. So I'm just talking, I just have her biodata here with me, so I'm just sharing with you a little bit about her background. Yang Mulia Dayang Masdiah Awang Haji Tua received her master's degree in International Human Resource Development from the University of Manchester, United Kingdom in 2008, and her Bachelor of Education majoring in Science and Mathematics from University Brunei Darussalam in 2022. Her responsibilities include transforming human resource management for educators, teachers, and school leaders to be more systematic and robust, with the aim of enhancing educators' professionalism, raising the quality of education, and elevating the teaching profession in Brunei Darussalam to a higher level. Prior to her current position, she has led, initiated, and contributed to several key initiatives of the ministry, including the development of new processes for the selection and recruitment of teachers in Brunei Darussalam, the design and implementation of career development and progression plans for teachers and school leaders, providing a strategic and comprehensive competency-based professional development program. In recognition of her dedication and service, Yang Mulia Dayang Masdiah was awarded the Excellent Service Medal, which is called PIKB, by the government of His Majesty, the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam in 2013, followed by the conferment of the Most Blessed Order of Setia Negara Brunei 4th class, or we call PSB, in 2017. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us all welcome Yang Mulia Dayang Masdiah binti Awang Haji Tua to share with us her insights. Kindly join me to give her a warm round of applause.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang Mulia distinguished guests, colleagues, fellow leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. How is everyone today? Okay, alhamdulillah. Alright, so it is a privilege to be here for ICELAM International Conference to share Brunei Darussalam perspective on embedding values in educational leadership. Today, I will present how Brunei Darussalam, through its educational philosophy, policies, and practice, strives to embed values into the very fabric of educational leadership. We will explore how these values influence decision-making, inspire school culture, as well as strengthen the capacity of teachers and students alike. Okay, so to frame today's presentation, I will guide you to three main parts. First will be the overview, where I will explain Brunei Darussalam philosophy and framework that anchor educational leadership in values. Next, I will share best practices, highlighting how these values come alive in our school leadership ecosystem. And finally, I will conclude with the way forward, reflecting how Brunei can continue strengthening value-driven leadership in education and what this means for us in this region. Okay, so in Brunei Darussalam, value-driven leadership begins with our unique national philosophy that we call the Malay Islamic Monarchy, or MIB. In Malay, we call it Melayu Islam Beraja. So it emphasizes spiritual and moral well-being, guiding not only our society but also our schools. So when school leaders embed MIB in their daily leadership, whether through assemblies, teacher mentoring, or decision making, they show how these values are not only abstract but lived practices. So this is the essence of values-driven leadership in the world of education, starting with the philosophy and also grounding in its school life. His Majesty has always stressed the importance of nurturing a generation of pure individual education. This is not just about religious knowledge, but about ensuring our nation's spiritual and moral well-being and building a peaceful and prosperous. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, moving along, this slide illustrates the foundation of Brunei Darussalam approach to education and leadership. Now, you can see here at the very core, we have the Ministry of Education Brunei Darussalam values, which act as the key enabler for value-driven leadership in education. Now, these values guide the behavior, attitudes, and decisions of leaders, teachers, and students in our system. So, building on that, we have the MOE Strategic Plan 2023-2027. So in this plan, it is focused on preparing our future-ready citizens, young people who are competent, innovative, and resilient, yet deeply grounded in values. So the strategic plan ensures that inclusivity and values are not optional, but integral to every educational initiative. So beyond this, if we look at Wawasan Brunei 2025, this is our national vision for becoming a highly educated and skilled nation with a high quality of life. So education is central to achieving this vision, as it equips citizens not just with knowledge and skill, but also the right mindset and character. Now, surrounding everything is our Melayu Islam Beraja that I mentioned before, our philosophy. So, MIB is more than a cultural identity. It is the guiding philosophy that underpins all our educational policies, innovation, and practices. It ensures that while we adapt to global trends, we remain rooted in our heritage, values, as well as our national identity. Now, in short, this diagram shows how values are not separate from our education system. They are embedded in every level, from philosophy to practice, forming a coherent framework for leadership in education. Right. So next, I would like to share our Ministry of Education Strategic Plan 2023-2027, which anchors Brunei Darussalam's education system on a strong vision of quality education, progressive nation. So the mission emphasizes providing holistic and purposeful learning experiences. At its heart are the ministry's 5 core values, which are collaborative, accountability, competence, integrity, and innovative, in which guide our leadership behavior and school practice. Now, these values not only drive the strategic goals, but nurturing our future-ready learners, enhancing an innovative education ecosystem, and building up human resources. And success is measured through student achievement at all levels, employability, institutional reputation, and long-term sustainability. Together, these components ensure that values translate into measurable outcomes for both learners and the nation. In short, this overview gives us a clear roadmap from our vision to our values to the measures of success. This will guide Brunei's education system towards 2027 and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, so the next slide shows the key pillars that strengthen school leadership development in Brunei Darussalam. So the Brunei Darussalam School Leaders Standard and Competencies, in short we call it BESLSC, framework provides the foundation for leadership expectations. So this guidebook provides a clear framework for what effective school leaders should look like in Brunei. It sets the standards and competencies expected of our school leaders, ensuring consistency, quality, and also accountability. Number 2 is the school leadership career pathway, ensures structured progression and recognition for leaders. So this means aspiring leaders have opportunities for training, mentorship, and growth, ensuring succession planning and continuity. So number 3 here, we look at the leadership unit at our Brunei Darussalam Leadership and Teacher Academy. In short, we call it BDLTA. So the establishment of this unit provides professional learning, leadership programs, and research to continuously build leadership capacity. And finally, the school leadership convention that we have every year in Brunei Darussalam is a platform for knowledge exchange, collaboration, and celebrating leadership excellence. It is a platform for collaboration and collective growth. Together, these 4 initiatives create a coherent ecosystem that nurture capable, values-driven leaders for the nation's good. All right, so the 4 initiatives that I mentioned just now, so we'll take a look at the guidebook for Brunei Darussalam School Leadership Standards and Competencies. So this guidebook provides clear standards and competencies for our school leaders in Brunei Darussalam. So this framework represents how Brunei defines and nurtures values-driven leadership in education. Its 2 central domains, shaping the future and securing accountability, are rooted in principles of integrity, responsibility, and service to the community. It ensures that leadership across schools is consistent, accountable, and aligned with our national education goals. Now, you can see there are 5 leadership standards. So these standards will translate values into practice, ensuring leaders not only manage schools and raise student outcomes, but also build ethical teams, foster collaboration, and create inclusive learning environments. By embedding cross-cutting competencies such as communication, decision-making, as well as digital leadership, the framework ensures that Brunei school leaders embody values at every level, aligning perfectly with the theme of this conference. So this framework gives us a roadmap for effective school leadership. By following these standards and competencies, we ensure that our school leaders are well led, our teachers are supported, and our students can thrive. And next is the school leadership career pathway. This provides a structured, tiered approach to developing leaders in Brunei. Starting from the head of subject, Tier 1, and progressing up to executive senior principals and headmasters at Tier 6. The pathway offers clearer direction, opportunities for advancement, and recognition based on performance, competence, and skill. It ensures that leadership growth is systematic, transparent, and merit-based. So by embedding values into every tier, the pathway ensures that as leaders advance, they are not only more capable, but also more committed to integrity, accountability, and service. So bringing life to values-driven leadership in education. So by aligning career advancement with competence and performance, it empowers current and aspiring school leaders to take ownership of their professional journey while contributing meaningfully to the national education agenda. All right, so moving along, that we have a school leadership unit under BDLTA, in which this is the engine that drives leadership excellence in Brunei, with its vision of becoming a center of excellence for the professional development of school leaders. It provides structured, high quality, and continuous training programs. So these programs ensure that leaders are equipped with the competencies, skills, and values needed to lead effectively. By focusing on student excellence, ultimate outcome, the unit demonstrates how leadership training is not only about skills, but also about living out values in the service of students and the nation. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So next is the establishment of the school leadership unit at BDLTA, which does not only provide training, but it instills values at the heart of leadership. To lead is to serve with compassion, humility, and respect. So leaders are expected to produce outcomes with integrity and courage, while also challenging the status quo when needed. So importantly, leaders must be curious, collaborative, and innovative, always learning and evolving. So these values, serving, making a difference, and embracing innovation, a wide, sustained, value-driven leadership in education, ensuring schools are led with both competence and conscience. All right, so this slide will showcase the school leadership program as a structured and strategic initiative by Ministry of Education, Brunei Darussalam. This is to ensure and to equip school leaders with the skills, competencies, and knowledge necessary to thrive in their roles and advance their careers. So the program is closely aligned with the Brunei Darussalam School Leadership Standards and Competency Framework, ensuring that every learning opportunity is relevant, targeted, and supports real leadership growth. So in the school leadership program, it provides opportunities for continuous professional development to school leaders holding various leadership and positions in school. So the 5 leadership series in the school leadership program, we have signature series, modular series, toolbox series, and also masterclass, in which they are in-depth learning from expert or experienced leaders, focusing on excellence and innovation. And also we have bespoke program, which is a customized program tailored to the specific needs of individual or school teams. Okay, so through our school leaders convention and symposium, which conducted yearly, it served as a platform to align school leaders with national priorities while strengthening systemic coherence across the Ministry of Education. So the objective are to build the leadership capacity and competencies of school leaders, to reinforce shared accountability between schools and departments, and also to recognize contributions and achievements. Through workshops, forums, pilot framework, and keynotes, the convention ensures that values such as collaboration, accountability, and excellence are put into practice. So this reflects how Brunei translates policy to meaningful engagement, reinforcing the principle of values-driven leadership. Okay, so the next few slides I would like to share with you one example in Brunei Darussalam, how this school example of embedding values in leadership. So this is example from one of our primary schools, Sekolah Rendah Lambak Kanan Jalan 49, the name of the school. So in this school, leadership is the living model of values. Every initiative reflects commitment, integrity, teamwork, and responsibility. Shaping teachers and students to act with purpose and principle. Through visible leadership practice, daily routines, and shared goals, the school community learns that values are not taught by words, but by example. By aligning the school 8 core values with the Ministry of Education missions, the school fosters a culture of professionalism, teamwork, and responsibility among teachers and students. So leadership here begins with example and grows through collective action, shaping confident, respectful, and also loyal learners ready to serve the nation. Okay, so in this school, faith and education converge Sekolah Rendah Lambak Kanan Jalan 49 through the integration of the government and religious school. Students and teachers unite in a daily and congregational prayer, embodying discipline, unity, and devotion. Religious programs such as Doa Munajat, Maulid Rasul, and Islamic Studies Month reinforce moral development, gratitude, and service. So this integration cultivates both spiritual and academic excellence, upholding the MIB philosophy that education must enlighten the mind and purify the soul. Right. So in here, teachers model collaboration, discipline, and compassion. Their role extends beyond teaching. They mentor, guide, and nurture character, becoming moral exemplars who inspire students to live out respect, loyalty, and integrity inside and outside the classroom. As they guide students in academics and moral conduct, they embody the role of Murabbi, mentor to inspire faith, excellence, and lifelong learning. And also, true education is a shared mission. The school's strong partnership with parents and the community through the Parent-Teacher Association fosters teamwork, loyalty, and shared responsibility. The school initiative, for example, Kasih Bandar and Growing Stars, bring parents into the learning process, promoting environmental stewardship and literacy development. Through open communication, joint events, and volunteerism, Sekolah Rendah Lambat Kanan transform values from classroom lessons into a live community practice that unites families in faith and purpose. Right, so moving forward, Sekolah Rendah Lambat Kanan seeks to strengthen the integration between government and religious schools through coordinated integration time, shared planning, and collective faith practices. This holistic approach ensures that every student grows intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally in harmony with the principle of Melayu Islam Beraja. So by deepening collaboration among teachers, parents, and communities, the school continues to uphold its mission that is to nurture learners who embody both knowledge and akhlaq, guided by faith and service. Alright, so this one will be my last slide to share our way forward. So our focus is on embedding values in educational leadership, presents a strong and forward-thinking vision for the future of school leadership in Brunei. It outlines 4 strategic priorities that set the foundation for developing leaders who are not only effective but also values-driven and future-ready. So now, first, we aim to institutionalize values-driven leadership. This means embedding MIB and Ministry of Education values into leadership standards, competency, and daily practices. So these priorities put ethics, integrity, and purpose at the core of school leadership. Second, we would like to strengthen leadership pathway and capacity by refining the school leadership career pathway, enhancing mentorship and succession planning, as well as upgrading leadership modules to include values-driven governance, innovation, and future-ready skills. Continuous professional development and peer network will also play a central role. Third, we will further foster shared accountability and collaboration by strengthening partnership between the ministry, school, and communities, and leveraging the School Leaders Convention platform that we can promote collaboration, recognition, and policy innovation. Finally, we will want to future-proof leadership for Wawasan 2035. This requires aligning leadership initiatives with critical future skills such as digital literacy, sustainability, and global citizenship while remaining rooted in our MIB values. In doing so, we empower school leaders to be agents of change, guiding Brunei towards a highly educated, values-driven, and future-ready society. Future-proofing means preparing our leaders who are innovative, adaptable, and visionary, able to lead, to change, and drive national educational goals forward. So by focusing on these 4 pillars, the Ministry of Education ensures that school leaders are grounded in strong values, empowered to lead effectively, collaborative and system-oriented, as well as to be equipped for future challenges. So this direction shows that educational leadership is not just a role. It's a mission tied to national aspiration and long-term impact. School leadership development is strategic and systemic. It's not just about climbing the leadership ladder, but it's about transforming the way leaders think, act, and collaborate to achieve educational excellence for all students in Brunei Darussalam. So with that, I end my presentation, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Yang Mulia Dayang Mastia, for the insightful sharing. Now we shall open the floor for questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and come forward to the microphone provided. And we also appreciate if you state your name and where you are from. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Please come forward. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I want to ask about, is there TVET education in Brunei? If yes, could you share about TVET education in Brunei? TVET education. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So for TVET education is actually under our higher education. Okay. So my purview is under Ministry of Education, co-education. It involves the primary school, secondary, as well as the sixth form. So apology that I couldn't share with you with regards to technical and vocational education system in Brunei.
Okay, that's wonderful. Do you have any more questions before I pose one? Doctor, you want to ask any questions? From our branch deputy director, Dr. Nur Aiza.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, Puan Dayang Mastia. Okay, I am Dr. Nur Aiza from IAB Genting Highlands. All right, thank you so much for your powerful, I think, informative presentation. Okay, I am interested in looking at one point out of all. All right, just now you say that one of these, you practice, Brunei practice shared leadership. Shared leadership, shared responsibility in values education, whereby this is good. We can see that there's a collective effort in Brunei, whereby I would say Brunei working together in shaping values, characters, and guiding behavior. Okay, upon that, I would like to ask whether, I noticed just now that you have listed down a few values, right? Okay, so what values, especially in Brunei, do you look for when mentoring future leaders? Because just now I look at there are few from head subject, all right, okay, head of subjects, and yes, all right. Yeah. So from here, all right, from here, okay, let's say you are mentoring future leaders. So that would be maybe tier 1 and tier 2, right? Okay, what are the values that you normally practice with these two groups? All right, thank you.
Okay, so thank you for the question, Doctor. So I go back to my slide just now. So is it this one, all right? So these are the values that Ministry of Education would like to instill to our school leaders, right? Collaborative, accountability, competent. Actually, it comes together, all right? It comes together. But normally, when we have, in a platform that we comes together with our school leaders, we always trying to instill more on the trust and accountability, all right? Because we trust and accountability, so their values in terms of to lead their schools and more confidence in terms of leading the school and also to ensure a good role model to their teachers. So if they have this passion in their heart, okay, so we believe that the school leaders have the high quality, not only in terms of their leading the school, but also in terms of in the Islamic approach to lead their schools and all for all the school leaders. So that's the most values that we like our school leaders to have, okay? So with regards to we have a Muslim or non-Muslim, we always share the accountability in terms of more to the Islamic perspective.
Thank you. Any more questions? Lovely answer. Can I ask one question? If you don't mind, Yang Mulia, can you go to the slide of showing the training courses in the school leadership program?
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this
this
one,
one.
okay.
So I'm more interested in the toolbox series. Can you explain more on that?
Okay, so the toolbox series is actually the training that customized and tailored. So what is it needed by the current trend at the moment? Okay, so for example, during the COVID-19, right? So most of our school leaders sometimes still lacking of competencies using the the Microsoft Teams and all that. So it depends on the current needs by our school leaders. So we put it under the toolbox series, right? And so for the signature series is the identified school leaders who are lacking in the competencies will be identified to join the signature series. But in the modular series, so we have the BDLTA, our training academy, will have the list of the modules. Okay, so this one they can self apply. So which competency that they think that they are lack of. Okay, so they can just register and apply to the BDLTA. Right.
Okay, we have like one more question. Do you have yes, please come forward. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Aisha, and I work at the Ministry of Education of the Maldives in the policy and planning. And I have to say that your program is very impressive, and I'm sitting with a few of my principal colleagues who work in the schools, who are working in the schools at present also. And we have to say that your program is very impressive, and we would like to tell our leaders, the sector leaders, about how you're doing this. But there's one question that came to our mind, which is since this is about school leadership and empowering teachers and the school leaders who are there to help students perform better. So what's the impact of this leadership program on the performance of the school? Have you evaluated the performance or the changes in the student performance at any stage, and were you able to see? There's one more question. Since I am from the policy planning side, how do you motivate the teachers and the school leadership to participate in these programs, and how do you build the capacity through that motivation? Thank you.
All right, thank you for the question. All right, so I go back to the first question with regards to, what is the question just now? Sorry.
What's the impact on the results?
Okay, yeah, so
the performance.
Impact to the school performance, right? So actually we have, okay, but I don't have the data right now. So we did evaluate, okay, the school performance with the school leaders. Okay, so I did mention just now with regards to competency, the Brunei Darussalam school leadership framework. So they have to, it's not really mandatory that they have to reach the perfect leadership style in school. But we have the data that a very good leadership, that we have the, something like evaluation form that we have to how to monitor how effective the school leaders is. So we did the survey, and also we got to see that a strong leadership can produce a very good school performance, because we have the level from level 1 to 5, okay, to ensure where are they, the level of the competencies of the school leaders. So when they achieve the highest level, okay, so we have like example competent, okay, so for each level, then it really shows that they give a good impact to the school results, okay. Now for the second question, how do we motivate our school leaders to attend the courses, okay? Right, so actually we don't have a particular, motivation, but the school leaders, when we like socialize what we have in our training academy, okay, and then we identify who will go to the training. So far, Alhamdulillah, our school leaders are really motivated to go, right? We don't have to, have so far issues or concerns that our school leaders are not attending the training. Okay, so because apart from that, not only in BDLTA, but one incentive that we give to our school leaders is to attend the short courses conference overseas, right? So that's the things that really motivate them if they are giving a good, result to the impact of the school leaders. So these are some of the initiatives, okay, so incentive that we give to our school leaders. Apart from, they are receiving the award as well, excellent school leaders, in our daily Sambutan Hari Guru in Brunei.
Interesting. Okay, thank you very much. Kindly remain on the stage, Yang Mulia. Okay, if there are no more questions, then we would like to thank you again, Yang Mulia Dayang Masdia. So ladies and gentlemen, to officially thank and recognize Yang Mulia Dayang Masdia binti Awang Haji Tua for her excellent contribution, we are honored to invite Yang Berusaha Dr. Nuraiza binti Zamzam Amin, the branch deputy director of IABCGH, to come forward and present the certificate of appreciation. Here, doctor. Okay, all right. Okay, alhamdulillah. And a bit of token of appreciation. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Yang Berusaha Dr. Nuraiza binti Zamzam Amin. And let's once again show our appreciation to Yang Mulia Dayang Masdia binti Awang Haji Tua for her excellent presentation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for all our presenters and the audience for an engaging session. We are now moving into our parallel sessions, which cover a diverse range of topics. Please check your schedule provided in your delegate pack to confirm your session room. All parallel sessions will commence at 11 a.m. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. You can have a breather. Where? In the lobby area. Okay, kindly. You can have your morning tea in the lobby area. Thank you. Do we have Dr. Zuraida Ismail here? Dr. Chandravali? Miss Yek Yu Ing?